Park and we take off her socks.
Yeah.
For some reason, she doesn't have her sh for socks. She has a C for.
Able to act with this powerhouse and
Blake Lively, the so-called B-list actress, and her seemingly flawless marriage to Ryan Reynolds may not be as perfect as we all believed. After the latest drama, fans are peering behind the curtain, and what they're seeing is nothing short of chaos. The fairy tale we thought we were watching has turned into a full-on disaster. Whispers have turned into all-out speculation, and with the bombshells dropping left and right, people are seriously wondering if these two are headed for a major breakup. But hold tight, because it gets even more explosive. Taylor Swift is smack in the middle of this Blake Lively mess, and trust me, her involvement is way deeper than she's letting on. Turns out, it's not just about offering a little support. Oh no, she's been behind the scenes with Blake this whole time. Why? Because she was lonely, heartbroken, and desperate to fill the void. But now, even
Ryan Reynolds seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
Pulling away from Blake can't shield her from the storm she's caught in. The truth is coming out, and fans are not letting her off the hook that easily. There's so much to unpack here, so let's dive right in. To set the stage, Ryan and Blake were once Hollywood's playful power couple. Fans adored their constant teasing and witty banter. But lately, it feels different. What once seemed like harmless fun is starting to look like something much more personal, like simmering resentment slowly creeping through their jokes. And let me tell you, the signs are adding up fast. People are scrutinizing Ryan's humor, and the deeper they look, the more unsettling it becomes. The constant jabs at Blake, the sharp remarks that sting, the backhanded comments, it's all starting to rub fans the wrong way. Some are even beginning to wonder if what we thought was just playful banter is actually a cover for something darker. Because when you really examine it, it's looking less like fun and games and more like a passive-aggressive battle unfolding right before our eyes. Let's rewind for a moment. Blake and Ryan were once Hollywood's golden couple. Fun, charming, and seemingly untouchable. They were the perfect duo, making everyone believe they had the ideal relationship. But now, that picture-perfect image is cracking wide open, and fans are starting to see what's been going on behind the scenes all along. Their social media antics used to be pure comedy gold. The way they poked fun at each other? Iconic. Fans couldn't get enough of it, thinking it was all harmless fun. But now, people are looking a lot closer, and suddenly, those jokes don't feel so innocent anymore. There's a whole new energy to their online interactions, and it's making us question everything. Suddenly, Ryan's so-called humor just doesn't sit right anymore. When you really break it down, one thing becomes clear. Blake is always the punchline. Not a partner, not an equal, just a target in his endless comedy routine. Let's get real for a second. When does harmless teasing cross the line into something darker? One particular clip is resurfacing, and honestly, it's hard to believe we ever let it slide. Ryan made a chilling joke about using Blake as a human shield.
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good.
Yep, you heard that right. On national TV, he casually said that if they were ever under attack, his first instinct would be to throw Blake into danger just to protect their child. At the time, everyone laughed it off. But looking back now, it's giving off some seriously weird vibes. Why was that even funny? And this isn't just a one-time slip-up. There's a disturbing pattern of Ryan publicly downplaying Blake's worth. A lot of husbands post sweet, loving messages for their wives on their birthdays. But Ryan? Definitely not one of them. On Blake's actual birthday, he tweeted, "Just wanted to wish Billy Ray Cyrus the most special, magical birthday ever. I love you with all my heart. Also, happy birthday, Blake." Wait, what? Can you imagine your own husband treating your special day like an afterthought, tacking your name onto the end of a random joke about Billy Ray Cyrus? And this isn't a one-time slip-up. Ryan's turned it into a pattern of brushing off Blake's milestones while making sure the spotlight is always focused somewhere or somewhere else. And social media? People absolutely tore him apart for it. Fans were not having it, and honestly, they were right to call him out. But hold on, things are about to get a whole lot messier. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Fans are starting to put everything together, and what's emerging isn't looking good for Ryan at all. More and more people are starting to think he has a history of needing to be the biggest star in every relationship. Don't forget, before Blake, Ryan was married to Scarlett Johansson. And according to insiders, he hated how successful she was, just like him. Fast forward to his marriage with Blake, and it starts to look like Ryan wants to be the funny, cool superstar husband, while Blake is just a background character in his life. But wait, there's more. Enter the whole Justin Baldoni drama, and fans are digging deeper into their relationship. This tangled legal mess has people wondering if there's something more personal going on. Rumor has it, Ryan threw a massive tantrum over Blake's friendship with Justin. Apparently, he was livid because he thought Blake and Justin were getting way too close. And the fact that Ryan was off filming Deadpool and Wolverine thousands of miles away only made the situation worse. The rumors are spreading like wildfire, and the tension is palpable.
Ever had a Guinness cake?
No, but I need to.
This is new to me, yeah.
You've never heard of a Guinness cake?
No.
What?
Have you ever heard of putting, like, Ribena in a Guinness? Like,
Whether Blake and Ryan are on the verge of splitting or just going through a rough patch, one thing's for sure. This relationship is no longer the couple goals everyone once adored. And if fans are starting to catch on, you can bet there's some serious drama behind closed doors. But just when you think this mess can't get any crazier, here comes the next bombshell. Taylor Swift, once Blake's ride-or-die best friend, is now stuck in the middle of the Baldoni lawsuit drama. That's right, former bestie. Because Taylor has officially cut ties with Blake. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. She couldn't stand how deep her name was getting dragged into all this chaos. In a bold move, Taylor announced she was done with the friendship, and now Blake is really in hot water. As the situation spirals even further, we're heading straight for court. No one can pretend anymore that Taylor was just an innocent bystander in this mess. The evidence is there, and it paints a completely different picture. Turns out, Taylor wasn't caught up in this chaos by accident. She was a major player in it from the very beginning. But now, as the pressure builds, Taylor is trying to flip the script and paint herself as the victim. Let's break this down, because the way she allegedly got tangled up in this entire mess is something no one saw coming. It's becoming crystal clear. Taylor and the Reynolds family seriously misjudged Justin Baldoni. Now, let's dive into this shady friendship circle because something's definitely off here. Swifties know that Taylor has always kept her love life under wraps, practically a ghost in the spotlight, keeping everything a secret. That is, until April 2023, right after her shocking breakup with Joe Alwyn. 5 years of playing it cool, then suddenly, she's everywhere. Front and center, living a life she hasn't shown us in years. And guess who's right there by her side during this strange rebranding phase? Blake and Ryan. Hold tight, because here's where it gets really juicy. This new chapter in Taylor's public life conveniently lines up with what we now know was the start of a major smear campaign against Justin Baldoni. Behind the scenes, things were shifting against him, and the timing? Way too suspicious to ignore. This wasn't just some random friendship fallout. This was a full-blown power move. Let's be real here. Taylor Swift isn't just any celebrity. She's a media mogul.
The top.
Yeah, like
I would say.
the closest thing that I can think of having seen the film now is like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, where it's like fun.
To be reckoned with. The kind of influence she wields, unreal. Industry insiders have been whispering for years about her ability to shape media narratives. She doesn't just exist in the media, she owns it. Want to blow up a story? Done. Want to make something vanish? Poof, gone without a trace. And let's not forget that explosive New York Times hit piece on Baldoni. That move? A huge risk. One that wouldn't make sense unless someone with massive power was pulling the strings. Ryan Reynolds may be a Hollywood favorite, but even he doesn't have the pull to make something like that happen. With everything lining up the way it has, it's impossible to deny Taylor was involved. Whether she was directly pulling the strings, using her connections, or just hanging in the background while her circle did the dirty work, one thing's clear. She wasn't innocent in this mess. And now that the heat's on, Taylor has gone full damage control, making sure she comes out looking like the saint while Blake and Ryan take the fall. Classic Taylor move. And the craziest part? It's working. The media she controls is spinning like crazy to keep her name clean. But let's face it, the clues are all there, and each one of them points straight to Taylor. Oh, and it just keeps getting juicier. This saga has officially hit scandal status, and trust me, it's only getting wilder. Let's rewind and really break it down. Blake and Ryan didn't just throw a few shady remarks at Justin Baldoni. They went all in with a full-on attack. And here's where Taylor's influence might be playing a huge role in this entire mess. You know how Taylor Swift loves to drop hidden messages, cryptic clues, and secret Easter eggs into her music and projects? It's like she's leaving breadcrumbs for her most dedicated fans to follow. So when we start looking at this drama through that lens, it's crystal clear this wasn't some random fallout. Oh no, this was a carefully orchestrated move. It's like an
speculation about Lively's legal battle and what's truly at stake in this adaptation.
I joke, a game. with a trail of clues meant to lead straight back to her. Remember when Taylor gave Joe Alwyn a fake name in her song credits? Fans had to turn into detectives to figure it out. Well, now let's talk about something even weirder. Blake and Ryan did the exact same thing in the It Ends With Us movie credits. In the special thanks section, guess who gets credited? Someone named Gordon Reynolds. Wait, who is Gordon Reynolds? And here's where it gets juicy. When you take a closer look at the Deadpool credits, the name Gordon Reynolds shows up again, attached to a character named Nice Pool. Now, why does this name stand out? Nice Pool is a character in the Deadpool universe who's rumored to be a direct jab at none other than Justin Baldoni. Let that sink in for a second. And here's the kicker. Even though the character was created long before the drama between Blake and Justin, the scenes with Nice Pool were filmed after the SAG-AFTRA strike ended in November 2023. So, basically, they used Justin's own movie to roast him. The level of petty here? It's elite, Olympic-level drama, at its finest. And let's be real, this whole situation just keeps getting crazier. Blake, Justin, and Ryan were all hanging out together, but the tension between Blake and Justin was off the charts. Now, people are starting to believe that Taylor had something to do with it. After all, her signature move has always been dropping hidden messages and subtle clues, and this whole situation stinks of it. What are the chances that Blake randomly chose to credit Gordon Reynolds in the It Ends With Us credits, especially when you dig deeper and realize that same alias pops up in Deadpool? This is no accident. And here,
Can we take off her socks?
Yeah.
For some reason, she doesn't have a sh for socks. She has a C for socks. So
that's the real kicker. The character Nice Pool in Deadpool is believed to be a direct jab at Justin Baldoni. So were these references just random? Not a chance. This is petty drama on a whole new level. And don't forget how Taylor practically became the movie's #1 fan. She posted all about Deadpool and Wolverine on her Instagram, hyping it up like it was her own creation, calling it a joy portal, and gushing over Ryan's performance. But here's the catch. This is the same movie where Justin got subtly roasted. This whole thing is giving off Mean Girls vibes, but not in the fun way. The manipulation is real. What's even more interesting is how Blake's true personality is starting to show. She's got that main character energy, but unfortunately for her, she and Taylor got so wrapped up in their own little Taylor Swift universe that they forgot one crucial thing. Real life doesn't have a rewind button, and their actions have consequences. Let's not kid ourselves. Taylor Swift isn't some rookie in this industry. She's a pro, and she knows exactly how to pull the strings. This whole situation? She's playing the game. Sure, the Swifties are eating up the headlines, but those who see through the smoke and mirrors know what's really going on. And trust me, this isn't over. Word on the street is that Justin Baldoni plans to use those Deadpool scenes to back up his side of the story. Things are about to get very serious. Brian Friedman, the lawyer representing Justin Baldoni, has officially sent a letter to Disney's CEO and Marvel Studios, demanding they preserve every single document tied to Baldoni and the creation of the character Nice Pool, the same minor Deadpool character that Ryan Reynolds allegedly mocked him with. And here's the bombshell. We now have a court date, March 2026. Yes, that's right, over a year before this drama even gets in front of a judge. And here's the kicker. Many believe Blake will be looking to settle before it ever goes to court. With the explosive evidence mounting, this case is shaping up to be a slam dunk for the other side. But don't think this story is wrapped up yet. Oh no, this is just the beginning. And trust me, I'll keep you updated on every single twist and turn. So go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Ryan's been throwing shade at Blake all along, and those hurtful jokes have crossed the line? Or are people just blowing things out of proportion? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.